Hello, welcome back to the Project Hercules Diaries for a quick update on the WARCO. The WARCO lathe that came up from John Lane's place. And last time I was posting an update on that, I was using this beautiful new machine and just commenting that everything I need, like a gauge or a bit of tool steel or a tool or the verniers or a micrometer or a set of calipers, are all over there because that's where I'm used to working by the Myford. And great as that is, it means I have to keep walking backwards and forwards, and I needed a better solution. I could just about see there is the bench grinder that was next to the WARCO on the wall, and it's been replaced with this, which is a beautiful little apprentice's tool cabinet that my dad gave me. He's still around. He's been talking for ages around, you know, anytime you want it, this little cabinet, it's all available, just take it away. But I hadn't really got a use for it until now, and I thought, you know what, that's just perfect for on there. I can put some measuring equipment in here, I can put some tool steel in there, put the odd screwdriver in, spanner, just for adjusting, locking off parts of the WARCO, put my vernier in there as well, and that'll be a great place to keep things for when I'm working on the WARCO. So I've just put it on the shelf. I've got to find a place for that bench grinder now. I'm sure that won't be a problem, but it looks great and I'm really chuffed about that. I may have to duplicate some of the tools because if you've only got one tool, having two cabinets doesn't help, but I'm dead chuffed with that. So if you're watching, thanks Dad. One other thing to update you on, because I just couldn't resist. Back over here on the chop, we finished making the sprocket spacers to put the sprockets on, and I thought, well, let's put the chain on, and while we're here, let's put the belt on as well. So that's things as they will be in their final situ. Nothing now is going to move, everything is bolted up so I can check clearances, and there's a few things where I'm just going to have to make a small change to keep the clearances, but it looks well. I've adjusted the chains, there's ever such a slight difference in tension between the two sides. I don't think that's going to matter, and the wheel, the back wheel is pretty straight, so the calculations that we did have kind of bore themselves out. We don't need to fit a half link to any of the chains. A little bit of clearance required. I think there's a boss under here, so I'm going to modify the tank to get rid of that boss, so there's plenty of clearance. Probably put a little tunnel under here for the chain guard, and also they're quite close to the mud guard as well, so I'll probably use the mud guard, perhaps this here, and the front of the gearbox to make a chain guard, and modify the tank so the chain guard fits under there. But that's all to be done. So there we go. I couldn't resist it. I thought, why not just drop it all on. So very shortly the gearbox will come out, the tank will come off, the mudguard will come off, so we can modify those parts for clearance and work on the gear selector mechanism, but everything looks as it will finally do. I'm not sure what the MOT man would have to say about all these flailing belts and whipping round chains, but that's a problem for another time much further down the track. So there we go, nice little toolbox, thanks Dad, and the chains are on just for now. Just have a quick look. As usual, thanks for watching. More updates will follow.